Nepal was reeling from the armed conflict. Many people had lost their lives, many people had been injured, and countless others had been displaced from their homes. Many people had been involuntarily disappeared. People were being humiliated from both the sides of the conflict on a daily basis, and they were suffering from the whimsical demands of the armed combatants. People holding the guns had the final say in every aspect of the society, and what they said was the law of the land at the given moment. The general population was afraid to speak against both parties of the conflict. The basic rights of the people were being violated, and no particular agency was proactive in safeguarding them. There was little or no incentive for the government, society, and its organizations to be transparent. They were lagging behind in transparency from earlier times, and this continued during the period of conflict. Some of the actors in the government, society, and its organizations were trying to reap the benefit from the conflict in different ways. There was lack of confidence among the organizations, especially the non-governmental organizations. They could not think of doing anything without the external support. The practice of like-minded organizations coming together, mobilizing their resources, and doing something had not taken roots among the organizations. Those in power were less responsive about the issues concerning the people. They were less concerned about the aspirations of the common masses, and it seemed that the state machinery was used to favor the elites. This apathy towards the common people also contributed in continuing the conflict. The young people, who were the most active and the major portion of the population, were not taken seriously enough. Their concerns, aspirations were given less importance than those issues deserved. They did not have the platform to discuss the serious issues the country was facing. They could not easily get involved in works which were considered as works demanding serious thinking and hence relevant to their future careers. People were desperately craving for sustainable peace, but it could not take a concrete shape. It was imperative for the government, the society, and its organizations to address the issues discussed earlier for the sustainable peace to be realized. To pressurize these actors to take note of these issues, it was important to be the change that one wanted. The collective campaign for peace was born after the like-minded organizations led by the proactive youths came together with the main objective of addressing these issues up to the extent that civil society could achieve. The initial expenses of its secretariat were borne by the member organizations themselves. Later, a German NGO provided the financial assistance to cover the operating expense of the secretariat. The program was the first organized civil society intervention in the issue of involuntary disappearance. It was instrumental in breaking the ice in protesting the atrocities committed by both the parties of the conflict. It saw a significant participation from people of different walks of life and encouraged other organizations to take up this issue seriously. King Gyanendra had dismissed an elected government on the charge of failing to conduct the polls and appointed a prime minister to take charge of the country. The political parties started their street protest programs against the king's move and also the government appointed by him. COCAP mobilized its staffs and volunteers, most of whom were young people, to monitor the protest programs, to encourage both the parties on the street to respect the human rights and to intervene if human rights violations take place from any side. The mobilization was effective, which helped reduce the level of bitterness among the opposing sides on the street and dramatically reduced the number of injured on both the sides. Although most of the staff and volunteers were young, they discharged their duties with high standards of professionalism and earned respect and trust from both the sides' administrations.
खास गरी कोक्यापको भूमिका जनआन्दोलनताका चाहिँ अलि बढी सक्रिय थियो। जसरी अब कोक्याप चाहिँ हिजोदेखि नै शान्ति, लोकतन्त्र, मानवाधिकार र अग्रगमनका लागि क्रियाशील थियो। त्यसमा खास गरी स्वयंसेवकहरू मार्फत र जनआन्दोलनमा मानवाधिकार उल्लङ्घन हुन सक्ने सम्भावनालाई हामीले मध्यनजर राख्दै त्यसमा बढीभन्दा बढी ठाउँमा हामी पुग्नुपर्छ र बढीभन्दा बढी ठाउँमा कोक्यापको उपस्थित हुनुपर्छ, जसले गर्दा दुईटा तीनटा कामहरू गर्न सकिन्छ भन्ने हामीलाई लागेको थियो। ती दुईटा तीनटा काम भने के थिए भने एउटा चाहिँ हाम्रो त्यहाँ उपस्थितिले मानवाधिकार उल्लङ्घनको घटनालाई थोरै भए पनि रोक्न सकिन्छ भन्ने लागेको थियो। त्यो हाम्रो अलिकति सफल पनि भएको थियो। दोस्रोमा हाम्रो त्यहाँ उपस्थितिले जनआन्दोलनकारीहरूलाई थप उत्प्रेरणा र ऊर्जा प्रदान गर्नेछ भन्ने लागेको थियो। त्यो पनि केही हदसम्म पुरा भएको थियो। तेस्रोमा जनआन्दोलनमा कोक्यापको उपस्थितिले हामी प्रत्येक दिन कोक्यापले बुलेटिन निकाल्ने गरेका थियो राष्ट्रिय तथा अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय दर्शकहरूलाई मध्यनजर राखेर प्रत्येक दिन कहाँ के भयो मानव अधिकार उल्लङ्घनका घटनाहरू कहाँ के भयो कतिजना पक्राउ परे कतिजनालाई मारियो कतिजना बेपत्ता छन् कतिजनाको अङ्गभङ्ग भएको छ कहाँ जुलुस निक्लिएको छ त्यो काठमाडौँ मात्रै होइन काठमाडौँ बाहिर के छ जनआन्दोलनको समग्र सिनारियो दिने त्यो चाहिँ हामीले लाग्छ त्यतिखेर अत्यन्तै महत्त्वपूर्ण भूमिका खेलेको थियो भन्ने लाग्छ प्रत्येक दिन हामीले सूचनालाई केन्द्रीकृत गर्ने गर्थ्यौँ काठमाडौँमा र त्यो सूचनालाई प्रत्येक दिन साँझ हामीले मिडियाहरूलाई र अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय समुदायहरूलाई र राजनीतिक पार्टीहरूलाई उपलब्ध गराउने गर्थ्यौँ हाम्रो एउटा बुलेटिनका मार्फत प्रत्येक दिन जनआन्दोलन बुलेटिन निक्लिएको थियो 19 दिन नै त्यो काम गर्थ्यो र कुनै बेला त एउटा यस्तो चरणमा आइपुगेको थियो सबैलाई जनआन्दोलनमा कहाँ के भएको छ भन्ने पाउनको लागि कोक्याप बुलेटिन नै एउटा सबभन्दा आधिकारिक स्रोत सबभन्दा विश्वसनीय स्रोत पनि बन्न सफल भएको थियो।
After the successful completion of the April mass movement, people's aspirations had changed dramatically. To provide a platform to air their views, opinions, aspirations, COCAP, in coordination with other like-minded NGOs, conducted People's Initiative for Future Nepal 2. The format of this program was similar to the People's Initiative for Future Nepal Part 1. Leaders of the major political parties had participated in various workshops conducted on wide-ranging issues and listened to the changing aspirations of the people. It saw significant participation from various parts of the country with sizable women participation. When there was a national debate on the representation and federalism, COCAP, in coordination with other NGOs at the central and local level, organized a People's Conference on this issue. There were 6 regional conferences at different parts of the country from Dhankuta to Mahendranagar. Each conference had parallel workshops on different dimensions on these issues with experts presenting their papers. This was followed by the comments from the floor and the commentators. At the end of the program, the conclusions of all parallel sessions were discussed and conclusions noted. This program saw significant participation of the local NGOs and the people from the disadvantaged communities. With the view of safeguarding the human rights, bringing the perpetrators of serious violations of human rights during the conflict period to justice and discouraging such atrocities in future, COCAP, in coordination with other organizations involved in human rights sector, organized the International Criminal Court Week. It was the first time that COCAP had worked with some of the organizations involved in marking the week, and this helped in reducing the differences that existed between the organizations. This week was marked by organizing plays, rallies, seminars, pressuring the government to ratify the Rome Statute. Media was mobilized to create conducive environment for the ratification of the statute. One of the significant attractions of the week was the street drama presented by COCAP volunteers asking the government to ratify the statute. This drama won praises from the audience from different walks of life, and it was performed in various parts of the countries as well. COCAP had planned to monitor the Constituent Assembly elections, which was considered as the next logical step of the peace process and outlet to the aspirations of various groups and communities. It had started to monitor the abiding of the election code of conduct by various political parties. Due to the abrupt postponement of the elections, the scope and the nature of the monitoring have changed. COCAP will continue to monitor the situation for the Constituent Assembly elections until they are held. A weekly report will be published in each Nepali and English language and circulated among the members and well-wishers of the organization and also to anyone interested in them. It is noteworthy that COCAP has been true to its guiding principle to a great extent. It has the potentials to achieve even more. There is a room for improvement in the professionalism of its volunteers and staff. The documents compiled by COCAP are a good resource to study its organizational history and also to have a glimpse of the